Hello, fair listener. Welcome and thank you for following our journey on metagaming by Rum Propelled Gaming. Fair warning, sometimes we are not safe for work, and others not safe for real life. Journey forth at your own risk. Now let's dive right back into Tarath through the campaign Alilopolis.
Oh, that's right. The Canadian boombox. Forgot about that.
Yes.
Canadian boombox? Oh, yeah. Is that where we're at? I thought was that this campaign?
Oh, right. Now I know what you're talking about. I forgot for a second.
Yeah, the fucking altar casket thing.
Yeah. I forgot you guys had named it that for a second, is all. Wasn't that
Shut the
Tiernenog?
Yeah, words.
It's the equivalent of heaven in Scottish mythology, if you don't know.
Ah.
Everybody
Okay.
and everything is youthful and plentiful.
Ooh.
Yeah, that is the Scottish heaven. I'm quite jealous. And some
Yeah, I'm down for that.
and of some of their gods. My god, they're amazing. They have a god for brewing.
Oh.
I really want to meet him.
Of course they do.
Celtic mythology is really fun.
It is. That's what the book. Hi, Cassidy. By the way, I was telling you about to read, which is the Iron Druid Chronicles.
Yeah. I need to ask my mom about that because my brother and his now ex-girlfriend got her that for the first book for Christmas, I think.
They read it.
I'm not sure if she has yet or not. They got her a whole bunch of books.
I can.
Still on my list, but I have like a stack of books. I'm trying to read 50 books this year, so
Hey,
that'll
Damn.
probably be one of
Get
them.
it?
Yeah.
I can normally. I think I get around. If I'm trying, I could probably do 50, but my normal pace is about 25 books a year or so.
Mhm.
I used to not have like the, I don't know, patience or something. I don't know. I used to not like audiobooks, but the older I've gotten, the more I enjoy audiobooks and podcasts.
I discovered. I'm gonna sound like the worst kind of person here right now, but drinking and reading. I'm sorry, but it's great. It's like sometimes when you're reading sober, you're like, I could be doing like other things, but when you're drinking, you're like, woo, it's a party, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
That is sad.
that is actually a sound life advice right there, because
Yeah.
I think what it helps with is that it like deadens that oh shoot, I just had it in my head too, that like sense of self that you have and what generally causes people to like give a crap.
Your sense of responsibility.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't gonna
go.
go that route. Like, I wasn't gonna say it's a good thing because it deadens your sense of responsibility. I was gonna say it sounds like it would be a good thing just because it, like, helps relax you. And kind of, like, get you out of that headspace of, like, I need to be doing everything all of the time.
Yeah, that's my usual state. I like multitask times 10 because I work from home, so I'll be working in air quotes, but also like playing a video game and also like watching a TV show and also everything. And it's ridiculous.
So I have that problem with like audiobooks or like podcasts is that I can't just listen to one thing. I have to be like blasted in the face by like 7 different things to sit still. The ADHD reasons, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
See,
So we're
that's-
basically describing ADHD, but you know.
Yeah. So that's why I've started liking podcasts and audiobooks, though, is for that reason, because I can be doing stuff while listening to them.
But I'm not actually like listening to them. It's like
It's
they're
definitely
on,
it's
and I catch like every like 6 words, but I'm not really paying attention.
it's definitely a skill to acquire. It took me a bit to do what you're doing, Gab, which is basically you partition off like a portion of your mind that's paying attention to the book, and then your like motor functions are just muscle memory or doing whatever you need to be doing otherwise, like
Yeah.
washing dishes, folding clothes, etc., etc., etc.
See, and this is
Driving.
weird too, but I think, for me at least, when I'm listening to stuff, like I'll have YouTube videos playing, podcasts, audiobooks, music, whatever, it helps me to focus on whatever I am doing. Like,
It's the only way I'll wash the dishes, and that's just because I'm lazy. Like, unless I'm also doing something else, I'm like, why would I spend my time, waste my time
well, yeah,
doing
because
that?
then it's kind of like it turns it into a fun side part of what you're actually like what you actually enjoy about it. But like with like me with like making stuff, like if I'm making like a set of coasters or a tray or something like that, I have to have something going, like an audiobook or podcast or YouTube or something, cuz I need that additional stimulation for my brain. Otherwise, I get like halfway through what I'm doing and I'm like, alright, fuck this. It's boring. This all looks like shit. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done.
Stimuli.
Kind of like watching TV, and Ike yells at me all the time for this, but a lot of the times when we are watching TV, I am also mindlessly playing a game on my phone.
I don't know. There's the one side of me that does everything at one time, and then there's the other side of me that, like, if I'm watching a show that I'm invested in, I have to like pause it to look at my phone. Like, suddenly I can't focus on more than one thing at once. I don't know, like, it all goes out the window if I'm like concentrating, especially on TV shows. Just like, it has to either be mindless or it has to be like that meme of Charlie Day that has like all the
Yeah, no, I feel that.
I have a
I just sent a
problem.
TikTok to the Taurus group chat that I had sent Jess the other day, which just, I feel like perfectly describes our conversation right now.
I have a problem with like stuff. If I'm not 100% invested, I might as well not be invested at all. Just because I don't know, like just like I have to really care about something for me to like actively want to like watch or follow like a show or like even like a book series. It's just like the littlest things can kill a book for me for some reason.
Not if you're drinking though.
Yeah,
There you
you're
go.
drinking.
The thing is, I'm just not. Books aren't just for me. The dyslexic guy with a reading disability, never gonna work.
Have you tried drinking and reading? Maybe you're like one of those savants that just like a little bit of alcohol and you're like, woo, I see words and they're images.
I just think my brain isn't programmed correctly to handle like books.
Sarah's not here to speak towards it too, but she's the other dyslexic at the time. Myself being one of the others, it does take a lot longer, especially because I'll have to reread passages like 7 times sometimes just to get it. But that's where the audiobooks we were talking about earlier really hit it for me, at least, because it just keeps going. And some of those details, I mean, like you were talking about, you might not be able to pick up on every word, but some part of it is too that you don't really need to focus on every word anymore. You're focusing on the meaning of what those words actually are, as opposed to this, that, these, those, he's, him, her, that thing, you know, like when after you're done reading a book, you don't really care about the words they used unless it's a specific phrase, which you could probably recant just as well as if you'd heard it auditorily. Audit.
Are you putting down prepositions?
Yeah, a little bit.
Another like really good thing, like a key, very important thing with audiobooks too, though, is you have to find good readers, because it is very easy to find audiobooks that have very stale, monotoned people reading the books, and it is horrendous to try and sit there and listen through it.
I concur. I've slogged through quite a few of those. And the one in particular that I can think of had, like, I don't know, 12 main characters or something like that too. Oh my gosh. When I was listening to it the first time, each book is like 42 hours long. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And so when you're listening to this guy talk in a monotone voice and he's switching between characters and he doesn't change his voice for each character, it's just that you have to start picking up on, like, how that character would react to a situation. Sometimes if they don't mention their name right away either, you're like, where the fuck am I? Because it's in space too, so it's this like, it's all over the place when you're in your mind space. But after you get into it, you're like, oh, okay, this is pretty crazy, but I can dig it. It's just, yeah, you're talking about it too, George, with the investment there and whether or not you actually want to. And I would never suggest that book series to anyone that is in your shoes right now. But
Ooh.
Yeah, space kills stuff for me a lot. Like, just like, I don't know what about the setting is. It's just that and time travel. Just I like, once those like two things enter like a series, I'm like, I don't care anymore. I think time travel is just like, oh, it's a way to retcon anything or just convolute shit. And I think
Yeah.
because I just don't have any interest in space.
I think I know what you mean about time travel. If they introduce it too late, you're like, what the shit? Like, that's just a cop out. But like, if it's introduced from the beginning and done well, I'm all about it. But you're right, it can very easily turn into like anything's possible because time travel, and that doesn't seem like a good reason all the time.
Yeah.
It's also like if you introduce time travel, it's like, hey, this book's going to be very complicated, and it's going to get very confusing at some point. Even when it's like handled well, which it's just so much to throw into a book, along with like actual like other things happening.
Especially when there's spaghetti sauce in between the pages.
Oh,
Clear
especially.
clear spaghetti sauce.
Either way, I don't know.
are you licking the spaghetti sauce off the pages? That's what I'm. When you say in between the pages, I'm really trying to figure that one out.
I
It's a
believe
waste
he
of
is
spaghetti sauce.
talking
Yeah.
about jism and not.
Oh,
No, I'm talking about
Spaghetti sauce.
No, I am talking about spaghetti sauce. Why do you gotta take it there? That's weird.
Because you're so
well,
often talking
'cause
about
it's
jism.
you.
the only solution my brain has come up with so far is Listerine strip spaghetti sauce. Now,
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh, I don't like that. Mm.
Okay, let's get into this game.
I would concur. We're missing a Shia though, and it's only Shia and Thea that have to roll for the story tonight.
Oh shit.
Well then,
Doesn't
Wow, that-
Squall?
Squall? You might be right there. I'm going back to my
God
book.
damn it, Gav!
Fuck you if I had to do it, so do you, bitch.
Oh my.
Me and you, let's go. Are we in combat right now? Is that a thing that's happening?
No, we were just out. We just got out of combat.
We
Yep.
took a long rest
Inside the
because you
bushes.
made the trees grow.
So as
Oh yeah.
as a recap of that, yeah, that's basically what was going on. Is you'd grown some bushes after
Yeah!
fighting off of.
You rolled a nat one.
Ah, damn it!
Like, she can still tie you, and then you have to roll again.
Yeah, I rolled 9, so.
Ah,
As Gunther, apparently.
Oh,
Oh yeah, do you need to roll twice? Once for you and once for Gunther?
Gunther is just thinking about, like, the most mundane dog shit. Like, I sniffed a poop earlier.
It
How
was
funny
delectable.
would that be though? Like Gunther just like chilling there, looking around, like, oh yes, dog stuff, and then just has this profound, like, revelation, and then just goes back to like, yep, dog stuff.
You
He
ever
looks
smelled
like
a
the-
butthole?
The meme of the dog that has, like, fireworks going off in the background, and its face is like.
His eyes get
Yes.
real wide, his ears are like mushed so flat into his head.
I rolled for Thea and Gunther, and still, it's still Squall.
Oi.
we still have a Shia technically.
Okay.
I didn't say anything. I just messaged her. Roll a d20.
It's gonna be hard to beat a 1.
Hey, she could tie.
She could tie.
The fates are ever in your favor.
This is cool.
I'm guessing we're waking up from our long rest.
Yeah. So
Um,
in the bushes, you've woken up from your long rest. If you recall, too, the wormlings went by you guys during the day because you actually decided to take a rest during the day, and the evening has rolled around basically.
cool.
Oh, yep. Looks like it's you, Squall. Shia got a 13.
Damn.
After Frederick does his like morning routine that he always does, he's gonna walk up to the Canadian boombox and he's gonna place his extra shield down and say something along the lines of, "It looks like you might need this more than me now." Taking the sign of getting the like transformable shield as a way of his god saying you're allowed to use weapons now.
What's Squall's prompt?
I thought of this at the last minute. At a time in your childhood, what's a story about when you used your imagination to have fun?
I used my imagination to have fun.
Hmm?
Oh, I will try and think of something. At some point. Not right now, though.
Okay.
Try to hit it when it becomes relevant to the story.
Sure. Once you do, you get that inspiration die.
Alright, we'll do.
But, yep, so I was trying to bring up Twilight 2 here. I was multitasking.
Book? Or the movie?
The light
Time of
setting.
day.
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
So you guys are waking up more or less when Maiko, your son, had set over the horizon, and Yggdrasil is peering over the opposite horizon. The red moon. No, I got it backwards, didn't I? I did. It's blue still. No longer green. And the cries you'd heard during the day, during your watches and chanting, have died off mostly. To your understanding, from where you're at. And you all still stand at the lip of the fissure, basically down into that you can see off in the distance the glowing lava to the north of you, with the castle silhouetted in the night in the center of this giant pool of lava, and many cliff face in between you and the lava level, like water level. Yeah, that'll make the most sense there.
Everyone is awake now.
Yep.
I'm gonna use Druidcraft to make a tiny little flower grow up near the shield that Frederick placed. Because that would be a nice, cute memorial thing. Do we have a plan, guys? Did we talk about doing something before we fell asleep?
No, I don't think so.
Hide was our plan.
I do not
Are we
remember.
are we going towards this castle, or
Yeah, I just remember like us being on watch and stuff. I don't recall what the plan was after that.
Did somebody make a homunculus?
That's something we're not supposed to be saying.
Yeah. I was just trying to look back and see if I could remember what was going on from like the rolls on here. And one of the things from last thing was infusion homunculus servant. But it doesn't say who sent it.
That's weird.
Huh.
That's why I just had to double check to look to see, make sure I was in the right campaign, because I know in Nautical Nonsense, which I know we haven't played in a long time, but Jess made a homunculus. So that's why I was like, wait. But no, I'm in here.
Oh, soul spikes. That was something we were talking about.
Oh yeah.
And
Do we want to spike it into this tree?
I mean, I'm down.
Yeah.
I mean, but what happens if the tree gets destroyed?
Depends if we want to move them to somewhere else.
Wait,
Like, this isn't where I permanently want to come back to. Is right outside of this lava pit. That doesn't seem like.
Yeah.
you guys had just exited the temple behind you too, just as a filling in some more gaps from your surroundings.
Gotcha.
Are we going this direction to get rid of the fissure? or to see about the Fisher.
We are investigating
Yeah.
said Fisher.
I mean, if we saw the dragons leave, maybe we should go back up the cliff.
I guess I wish Shia was here because I feel like she felt a certain way about us killing the dragons. And I can't imagine we won't stumble across another dragon.
I mean, it sucked. They're also evil dragons, so.
So, do you know that they're evil dragons? Like you have a dragon sense or something, right?
Yeah, no, all dragons that aren't metallic dragons are evil.
Hmm.
Is that just your personal like opinion, or is that like that's something that's actually like known? Is that like coming from like a reputable source, or is like your personal experience?
Are you biased?
Yeah.
I mean, it came from a dragon, so I don't know how reputable you would consider that source, but
What if that dragon's just a dick? It doesn't like.
well,
He just. What if that
it
dragon's
came
just bad
from
mouthing people?
multiple. It came from multiple dragons, I guess I should say.
Was
But
there
they
is there
weren't
like a
dicks.
is there like a underlying like racial thing amongst other dragons, like or like
No, I mean, from as far as I know, all non-metallic. Okay, so out of character, it actually is like I think D&D canon that metallic dragons are lawful good and like non-metallic dragons are lawful evil. But also,
I'm just trying to goad you into disclosing more information about dragons.
yeah, same here.
yeah, but also my character was actually like trained to be a monk under dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we just don't know if you're like you could be trained under what is perceivably an evil dragon, but they're just the one good guy. And then if we get into a situation like, oh yeah, like she said this was a good
Yeah,
one,
no. So
and
as far as Zeph knows, I think Josh, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we went over this last time saying that I would know this from like reading like books at the like monastery and also from talking with the dragons, but I would know that uh metallic dragons are inherently good and non-metallic dragons are inherently bad, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
specifically
When you
towards
say metallic, sorry, go ahead.
specifically towards the humanoid races as well.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say, so when you say metallic, like is Shia a metallic dragon?
yeah, wouldn't that make all dragonborns that aren't
No.
metallic evil?
No, because dragonborns are different than dragons.
Okay.
So like, no, she wouldn't be a metallic dragon, but dragonborns are a little bit different than their full dragon counterparts.
Mhm.
However, yes, metallic dragons are inherently good and non-metallic dragons are inherently bad.
I still feel great about killing the baby dragons.
Yeah, so while I feel bad that we killed baby dragons, if we had to kill baby dragons, I would rather them be baby non-metallic dragons than
Yeah, but what if we
You
could have
would
trained them to be good though? Like, what if they're just
I
evil?
doubt it.
Are you saying that you would kill baby metallic dragons if you had to?
I would absolutely not.
Okay. Okay.
There would be, I mean, there would be no reason to. I don't think. I don't see a reason that there would ever be.
Feel great about this, but if you all vote and want to keep going, I'm committed to our cause at this point. So
I mean, I think we could move forward, just cautiously moving forward.
I could
My
put
next
Pass
Facebook
Without a
post.
Trace on us, and we could actually try and be stealthy. We just have never succeeded at being stealthy in the past, so I didn't know if that was something we were interested in doing.
Frederick is not the stealthiest person.
Yeah, he's what, 7-foot barbarian.
Not even with +10 to your roll.
Well, I have disadvantage and a -1, so yes, not even with +10.
I mean, with disadvantage though, I mean, even with disadvantage and a -1, with a +10 to your roll, the lowest you can get is a 10.
But technically, if I roll a 1, it's still
Well,
a
and
1.
yeah, it's still a natural 1, but. Aside from a natural 1, the lowest you can get is an 11, which is still decent.
We can try it.
Do we hear dragons up ahead, like doing their screeching?
No. You can
Okay.
roll for more perception and investigation, but
Sure.
it is up to you.
It is my perception. Dog shit is what my perception is.
Mine's +8, so
Mine is +0.
23.
Oh, very nice.
Why am I Gunther?
If you're down at the bottom, where your chat log is, you gotta change it.
Oh, okay.
Because I can be, I was the one that put Shia's 13 in there, but I can be anyone. With your, gosh darn it. With your, not the nay, but the 23, you hear ahead in the echoing off the canyon walls, a bit of scuffling around as if some people are moving about in the night. And sounds sneakily because they're erratic, as if somebody or something is moving slowly ahead of you. But it is far off because you can tell the echoes that are reaching you are fainter than if you were probably closer to it, just because you can hear some of the other echoes bouncing around, you know.
Okay, I hear someone in the distance, but it sounds pretty far off. So I'll just cast this and we'll do what we can. If we want to move without these people that are still taking their beauty sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be okay to go without them, right? Because, I mean, they're pretty well, hidden under the brush. You're muted.
I said we really do be living our party members in the weirdest spots sometimes. They
Just
really
hope
do
for the
be heavy
best.
sleepers. Yeah.
Well, technically, we could take Cat with us.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Do we want to interact with the Canadian anymore? Do we want to say a couple words?
Out and about in a boat.
Perfect.
Eh?
Poodle my Lou.
Mm. Syrup's on tap. I don't think we have a tap.
Could you do for Timmy's?
Ah,
Ooh.
How are you now?
Mm.
good, and you?
Oh.
Not so bad. Does anybody have a puppers?
Yeah.
I got one sitting right next to me. Passed out.
I meant.
I'd go for a Gus and Brew right now.
Ooh, yeah.
Fucking degens.
Your spare parts, bud.
Allegedly.
Heard it was a sick ostrich.
uh,
Looks
I'm
like
stealthing
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, we could leave them here.
Yeah, I'll sneak ahead too with the. Are these corpses still here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm avoiding these ones. Of course.
The body parts.
Mm-hmm.
Remind you too much of previous corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Gunther.
Episode 1. Well, also episode 1 corpse. Do you remember the first ever time we played when they were sacrificing animal bodies on a ship?
I wasn't here for that.
Yeah.
That was before Zeph and Squall joined the party.
No, they were still sacrificing bunnies.
Oh yeah, but we didn't actually see anything.
The first time we played, Adune told me that I had to sacrifice animals to make the ship run, and I charmed Evander, who was no longer with us, to do it for me, and he did.
Oh no.
Okay.
And then I think you charmed him to clean it up too.
Should we sneak behind like this rock and just wait for everybody else?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Are there two directions, two paths in front of us?
Perceivably,
Looks
yes.
like it.
You've walked down into a bit of a canyon. You can see over this side a little bit out into the lava that's still out there, but and you've descended down. In front of you, you've got a large boulder that you're standing behind, and then there's a path that you can see in front of you and one to the right.
I'm gonna say that I left Gunther with the other three to like keep watch while they sleep.
Good idea.
That seems like something that we should account for, and then I don't have to move 2 players right now. Something tells me he's not stealthy, so.
Looks like you're still waiting for Squall to catch up to you. And Hamilton.
I technically could take off my chainmail, but I would become much more squishy without it.
And the Fisher is to the right.
I'm holding back a little bit just because I don't want the flapping of my wings to,
Walk.
you know. No.
Well, you did start
You're-
up higher as you're descending down in, so you could technically kind of just glide slowly and keep correcting course.
Alright, cool. It's like asking a fish to walk.
They don't have legs.
I was born with wings.
And legs.
Yes, but I'm meant to fly.
Just gonna kind of hug the wall.
And Zeph, Thea, Thomas, roll stealth.
I feel like we're in one of those cartoons where we're just like tiptoeing.
Right?
Tiptoe.
Alright,
the
I'm gonna
sneaky music is
roll
playing.
with my new dice.
Plus 10, everyone.
Ooh, that's an 18 plus 6 plus 10. So, math.
You passed.
I got a with that plus 10, I got a 24.
Oh, nice.
Am I rolling stealth as well?
Once you get up to Hamilton, yes.
I just never used stealth. I couldn't find it on my chart.
34.
Stealth plus 10. 24
Ooh.
with the plus 10.
I got a 13.
See, that ain't bad, buddy.
That depends. It really
13
depends.
plus 10 or just 13?
Just 13.
Oh, plus 10.
Yeah, 23.
No, just 13.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
I
rolled
got
a
he rolled
13
a
with a.
Oh, it still ain't that bad, buddy. See? Could be worse. That's above average. There's
Looks
nothing wrong with that.
I'd love to have a 13.
so.
Yeah, 13's a really solid. It's above half.
When you guys
Yeah.
13 out of 20.
are about there and you see a boulder in your path after you've taken the right path towards the north, you hear slight snoring in front of you, but it does not seem to be roused by your approach. Whatever the
wanna
snoring.
try and move up just a hair more to see if we can at least see what is snoring.
Does it sound human or animal?
Most likely human, but snores are really hard to place. I've been told I
Yeah,
sound
I'm-
like a Honda backfiring, but that's just.
Yeah, I've heard Ike snore. I thought it was an animal.
Yeah, I snore loud.
Ike's snores are animalistic.
I'm gonna give Frederick one of these, like, hold back while we move forward for now.
Okay. Move to like right here.
Find the bolt.
God damn it.
Zeph
Fucking
and
cultist.
Thea, you're peeking around this boulder, and just roll another stealth for me.
Oh, thank God for that. Plus 10. 18.
Nice.
27.
Very nice. You see in front of you a few cultists starting to circle around, it looks like. Just as you'd gotten behind the boulder, you'd seen a bloody mass of viscera and ichor that they're surrounding. That they're all
Gross.
sleeping around, it looks like.
snoring ones.
Yep.
Are they wearing the same robes as the
Neophytes.
Fight.
They do appear to be affiliated with them, yes.
Well then,
Oh,
I'm gonna do the sign language for kill.
I still have. I'm gonna like whisper into my torque and be like, "Hey, I still have neophyte robes. If you want to just like put them on and try and sneak on past."
Want to take them out?
Hamilton will whisper into his. Or can be like, can we tell how many there are?
From your
'Cause I'm still a little bit behind.
See-
from your
I can see 4. 4? Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
How many robes do you have?
I think I had 7.
Oh. So what if 4 of you to put them on? Walk up behind them and just give them the old jab jab from behind.
Whatever plan we want, but I do think that we should just kill them because I've never met one that is up to any good.
This is
And
true.
there's a bloody mass of stuff. Gross.
Why do I have a feeling, like, just a bad feeling that that bloody mass is just gonna come alive?
Yeah, I say we kill them. But since I'm only wielding a blunderbuss, that's why I suggest somebody else.
What happened to the mace?
You.
See, I
Do you
thought you
wanna-
gave me a mace, but guess I didn't put it in my thing. Because I was looking through it, and I'm like, I thought Georgie gave me a mace, but I didn't see it in here, so I was like, maybe I was...
Frederick.
Yeah.
Did, did
How
anybody
close?
give you a ring? Do you have a ring of resizing?
Me?
Who?
Yeah,
Uh,
Hamilton. Didn't somebody get,
oh,
like, take
I do have a
extra?
mace. But it has an item, not as an equipment? What the frick?
Josh, from where I am, can I see like how wide their circle is, their weird sacrifice circle?
You're approximating at least 30 feet in diameter.
That's big.
No, I don't have a ring of resizing. I only have the nunchucks.
I was going
Oh, the
to
weird mace.
offer my dick staff.
Yeah, that's what the weird mace is the nunchucks, because I couldn't find nunchucks in D&D Beyond. I was trying to think to myself too,
Yeah.
and mace
So
is, or sorry, not mace, but
A flail.
a flail was the closest thing. That's what it was.
Yeah, 'cause it says chopsticks and nunchucks.
Yeah.
So can I have my mace back then?
Sure.
Right. So are we putting the robes on and then killing them? Just going in? I guess going in, because they just lining them all up. In true Thea fashion, she's like, "Kill fire! Burn!"
Is that what?
I cast wall of fire.
Okay.
Yeah, I can make a 20-foot diameter ring, so I want to cast it. Let me count these. 1, 2. So I'm gonna go like this.
Oh.
Here, I'll display the spell to you so that it makes sense.
Up to 1 minute. Nice.
Let there be flames. I think also once I do that, obviously Pass Without a Trace is gone because it's concentration and because we're no longer being passive. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, 20-foot diameter ringed wall of fire that's 1 foot thick and 20 feet high. And I'm gonna try and get as many of them as I can.
You reach your. I'm just trying to imagine too. You just pop out around this boulder basically and scream, "Let there be flame!" and
Oh.
and in this night, it is very much a light now, and you hear the screams of at least 4 individuals inside of that. You can see all of them now. So you're just barely missing. I guess you're hitting that one too as you popped around technically. If that your circle's just a little oblong on that one side is all. When I was looking at it.
Poorly drawn.
That's all. So you're hitting 5 actually. So you hear 5 screams, but everyone roll initiative.
Dun 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 dun.
I thought you were gonna say
Evan.
we hear dragon screams, and I was gonna be so mad at myself.
Doom!
Yes! These fucking dice tonight.
Do I get them before the initiative?
Oh yeah, that was
Oh.
pre-initiative that hit, and it was a surprise attack, so it would be doing double whatever your damage roll is.
Okay,
Ignore
they have
the
to make
custom roll.
They
Yeah,
have to
ignore
make a
that.
dex. They have to make a dex save, but I'm not sure. If they're prone, is that different, or I don't know how that works.
It would be with disadvantage if they're prone,
Okay.
which they
I'm not
they
sure
are.
if you're seeing. Oh, that was weird. My things aren't going through, and it just I went to open up the initiative tracker, and it just made me log into Astral.
Weird.
Oh, this is weird. Hold on, let me refresh this.
It may have been too that I just rolled 5 rolls all at once.
They call it the Great Gherkin.
Oh.
There we go. I got 24. Initiative.
Nope, clicked the wrong one that time. Reading through a cat. I think I'm missing this guy. Yep, I do not have him yet. There we go. And what do they have to make? For their
They have to make. My DC is 16.
16. Nice, getting up there. Surprisingly, though, they all rolled freaking high. A 20, well, they're disadvantaged, never mind. A 5, a 15, a 9, and a 9 with a disadvantage. I'm glad it makes it roll twice, because I would have to go back through and re-roll all of these. There we go. And a 9.
All failed.
Yep. Yeah, all failed because of the disadvantage.
Okay, 19 fire damage to all of them. Or I guess all of them that are in the circle.
Oh,
And then each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of the inside of that circle takes that damage again on the end of its turn.
Oh, on the end of its turn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
11. I'm going back through and checking everyone's initiative now too. Cat, get out of here. Mimi, get out of here. Gunther.
Just so everyone is clear, if you approach the wall of fire from the outside, which we're all doing, you're fine. It's just if they're stuck on the inside, they will take damage. So people that have to get close, you can do that as long as you don't go inside of the circle.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's good because I can only punch things.
Did you get another nat?
You can.
Nat 1 skull?
No, that one was the custom roll. Mine,
Oh, 10.
my initiative actually ended up being 10.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yep.
20.
Yeah, that one was a custom roll. I thought that was my initiative, and I was like, oh no, that was the custom roll.
Zeph.
Yeah, the tracker for some reason says 17, but I rolled a 24.
24, thank you.
You know what's cooler than 24?
24.
25.
Actually, technically 24 if we're going on a scale of coolness instead of hotness.
This is true.
Oh, this guy.
Shit.
No, my pickle.
7.
God damn it.
Okay.
It deserves to die. You're eating those nasty fucking pickles.
Looks
They're
like
good. Leave me alone.
Zeph, you're going.
No, my pickle is quite the phrase.
Zeph, you are up.
Alrighty. Alright.
What's going on with this guy's health? That's so weird.
Alright, so I'm gonna move, I guess, this guy's. Closest, or the farthest I can go. The closest to me would be this guy.
And
I'm gonna get up to him.
just as an FYI, they are currently burning in that wall of fire alive. There is one that's just hasn't moved, basically. That was the closest to you, that just lay there in a small huddle. And they don't look to be wearing the robes the other ones were.
The one that died?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's weird. So these guys are already burning. Do they continue to take fire damage?
On their turn, they
Yeah, at the end of their turn. Confirmation from. If that's if they stay in it, or even if they move, or okay. I need to go back and read it fully, but
Yeah, I think if they enter it, or if at the end of their turn they're still like in the fire.
okay.
So that's fine. I'll just stick with this guy right here. I'm going to use new quarterstaff to hit him. That is 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
And D6 is also 21 damage.
That's a death kill.
Okay. I'll let you describe it.
in his writhing agony of while he's on fire from Shia's or Thea's. You guys did that to me on purpose, I swear. Of the ring of fire around. You just whop him upside the head, and he falls over, limp and burning.
Okay. And then let me know if I can't do this, but because I have 2 attacks per action, could I... So I just took the 1 attack. Could I take a bonus attack and then take my other attack? Just like
In
to
the
loop
turn
back
order.
around to it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah. Especially if
Okay,
it's important to being able to accomplish more, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So I'm going to consume a key point and use my bonus action to Step of the Wind. And I'm going to use the dash action. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, yeah. Dash over to this guy that's at full health. And use my Staff of Radiant Badassery on him. That's 17 plus 6
+6. Yeah, that
to
hits.
hit. Yeah. So then that's 6. So that's 7 bludgeoning damage. And one radiant damage because, of course, I rolled a 1 on a d12.
Are you rolling with your new dice?
Yeah,
Nice. How do they feel?
good.
Except for that one, probably.
Yeah.
Other than that, good.
Except for that 1 on the d12 and the 2 that I rolled on the stealth earlier, which is why I
Just-
said thank God for your...
Yeah, you
Pass
just
with
gotta
that
break
attorney.
them in.
Yeah.
You gotta break them in a little bit.
But the first roll I did with these was the first stealth, and it was an 18, so I'm pretty happy. Not quite a nat 20, but close.
So you can see the damage you dealt to him. Where you want to describe it?
Okay. You can.
Aiming anywhere specific?
His face.
So he looked to been waking up with the screams of his fellows and was about to stand up when you whacked him in the face, and he just falls back down prone.
No, you sit the fuck down.
And then it's oh shoot, that opened a whole nother window when I clicked on it like that.
So I'm gonna elaborate on that actually. As he like falls back down, I'm just gonna like lean down and like make eye contact with him and just go shh.
These guys weren't the worst. I would feel bad.
Oh, okay. You see him grabbing his nose as you've bludgeoned it and broken it, it appears, because there's blood streaming from his face, and you just hear him whispering under his breath. Okay, yeah. And you feel from out of nowhere as if you've just been bludgeoned over the head, and literally feeling out of nowhere from those whispers it appears, and it's 18 plus 4.
Oh, wait, but did he roll the hit?
What is the roll to hit? Make
Make
a melee
spell
spell
attack.
attack. What even is that?
It would just be melee, so, because Griselda has a couple, well, actually has that exact.
Yeah, you add your spell attack modifier.
Yeah, so it would just be a d20
Oh.
plus your
That's
spell
just gonna
attack.
that's just gonna be easiest for me too, because I see it over here. It's a +3 for him. D20. Six.
You
Oh, yeah, no, that doesn't hit.
You feel the whiff as it goes over your head. And why did combat stop? I started you earlier. Hamilton, it is your
Continue
turn.
the bloodshed.
It is your turn, Hamilton.
Okay.
Theo, you're not far behind.
Right neck. Move up right next to Thea. That'll be all of my movement. And that 15. Oh,
15.
yeah. My blunderbuss only has a range of 15.
Oh.
That'll be my turn, I guess. Shit.
Did you move? You just moved up to there then?
Yeah, I don't want to get any closer.
Okay.
And then leave them open to attack on me.
Yeah. No, I was just trying to gauge because I didn't see where you exactly were before. And...
Before I was like right above Squall a little bit. Kind
Oh,
of hard
okay.
to count those lines because they're dark. But I'm pretty sure that was 30.
Yep. I was going back to this too. I was reading through yours thing here, Thea, and it 5, 10. Okay. Nope. See, yeah, I don't know if he would go there. I think he would just run towards the direction away from the fire, basically, that he's still covered in. And I think that would still technically deal damage to him because he's leaving the wall. On one side of the wall, selected by you, when you cast this spell, fire damage. Within 10 if the fire damage to each creature that ends its turn 10 feet inside the wall, a creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. Okay. On the other side of the wall deals no damage. And you chose the inside of the wall, so I guess not, because they're not passing through the inside of the wall to get away from it.
I can't see where he went, but I'll let you be the judgment call of that.
I had to read it out loud so that it would make some more sense to me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And the two cultists that are on fire just scream, running out, that are to the left side of the circle, batting themselves down as if they were still on fire and trying to bash it off and stop, drop, and roll all the way to the canyon walls. But then it is your turn, Thea.
Out here, are there like bones and shit over here?
Yes, they look like larger bones, as if they'd used some larger creature in their rituals of some sort.
Dragon bones.
Can I tell what kind of bones they are?
You can roll an investigation, but that would definitely be your action.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that right now.
In the heat of
I'm
your flames.
the literal heat.
Yes.
I'm gonna make some more heat in my hand, and I'm going to throw it at Cultist 3. I'm gonna cast Produce Flame, and I can hurl it at a creature within 30 feet of me. So, 18 plus 8, 26 to hit.
Oh yeah. All day.
Damn, these attack rolls tonight.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I feel like I normally don't roll that high. Just 5 damage, though. Some fire damage to his already firing self. He's flaming.
5, you say?
Mm-hmm.
That's a death kill if you want to describe it.
I feel like he's there, like, patting out flames on himself, and then I'm just like, whew. And then just, like, one last flame just hits him and he falls over. He gets all the fire patted out, and then just ignites instantly.
He just screams to the heavens and falls over. Suffocating.
And
in the
that's
flame.
my turn.
Okay, Squall, be it thine turn.
Alrighty. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna move 45 feet, which will put me up here. Alright. He looks dead. I'm gonna call that my turn. Cause with my visual thing, I can't quite see Cult Fanatic, from where I'm at, so... And it looks like the other ones are dead. So yeah, I'm just gonna call my turn right there.
Okay. And then it's Frederick. Actually, wait, just before your turn, there is one thing. From the middle of the viscera and gore, you just hear a as if something is
I
bursting
fucking knew it.
forth from it.
Oh, fucking tentacles?
Uh-huh.
I'm
And
out.
a toothy maw of pieces and parts as they singe into the wall of flame around it. But then it's your turn, Frederick.
Was that their turn, though?
Pretty
Was
much.
that the Toothy Maw's turn?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Does it have to take damage for being within 10 feet of the wall?
I guess so. You are correct. Well,
Ooh,
it's
nice.
5d8 or what have you.
Yeah, it has to make a dex
Dex.
save, I guess. Yeah.
It got a 2. Spiky scale
Okay.
tentacles.
Then it takes 19.
And... Oops. Can't math at first. There we go.
That's my turn. I moved.
You hear it cringe back from the fire. And it is Zeph's turn again.
Okay. I'm gonna hit this guy in front of me some more. My first attack's going to be with my new quarterstaff. Gonna be an 18 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, a 6 plus 16. 22 to hit, or 22 damage, I mean, not to hit. And I
22 damage.
actually, yeah.
That's a death kill.
Okay.
Do you want to describe it?
You can describe it. No, I'll let you.
As he's holding his nose, and after he'd finished chanting, you basically just whop him upside the head, and you hear a as his neck turns the wrong way, and he stays laying on the ground.
How much? Since talking's a free action, I'm gonna ask Thea through the torque. How much did you say this would hurt if I ran through it?
If you're not dexterous, it'll hurt you. 19 if you fail, half that if you succeed.
I'm gonna take a chance.
Also,
Or
20 feet
I-
high.
Yeah, you only have to be 5 feet away from it, right? You could stay on this side of the firewall and only your weapon goes through the fire. Or is that cheating?
Oh, well, it's opaque though.
Which means you can see hazy images through it.
Or you could have Squall pick you up and put you on the other side.
I feel like maybe Josh can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel
I
like
am not a strong
we-
bird man.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we can, or we know, or have some semblance of spiky scaled tentacles flopping around. Or
Oh,
do we
yeah.
not know what
Oh.
that's in there?
No, you know that's in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Opaque,
Uh,
basically, you can see the silhouette, if not some color through it, because the flames are flickering, I presume.
I was more so just worried that if it was opaque, I would have like disadvantage or something on my attacks. But would I or?
Probably from that distance too, just because you'd be striking at it at its flailing tentacles, whereas the mass of it is probably another 5 feet away from you.
Okay.
It also lasts a minute, so I don't know where we're at in that minute.
I was gonna basically say once it comes back around to your side, Thea, that would be the minute.
So I have confidence in my dexterity.
Yeah, just go for it. I'll
And
heal
that's
you.
gonna bite
Worst
me in
that
the
happens.
ass, but
I'll heal you.
I'm
it's
gonna
fine.
move these 15 feet in through this.
Make a
and
dex
then-
save.
Make a dex save. Okay. What do I have to beat?
16.
Oh fuck.
Ah.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine.
You're a monk. You like dive over this shit or something.
God damn it. I'm 15.
Oh, so close.
19.
19 damage?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Alright, and then I'm
Oh,
going
that isn't as bad.
No, it's not that bad, but I'm going to use my Staff of Radiant Badassery for my second attack. The 19 to hit.
I actually don't know this guy's off the top of my head here.
I hope to God a 19 hits.
It does.
Oh, thank God. Okay. So that is 7 bludgeoning. And 8 radiant.
So a total of
To
15.
him. And then I'm going to consume a key point. And do flurry of blows. So my first punch is a natural 20.
Shit.
And my second punch is a 21 to hit. For the natural 20, he takes 16 damage
From one fist.
from one fist. Because it was 8 damage and a natural 20. So it's
Someone ate their
double.
Wheaties.
And then the next one's only a 4.
So a total of 20. Did I understand that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that was 5, 10, 15 to get in here for my movement. So I'm going to use the rest of my movement to go. Wait, hold on. So I'm here. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Roll a history for me real quick.
Oh, okay. That's a 5.
Okay, keep going.
You're gonna keep rolling until you get this history check. You will remember.
No, I meant like keep going with what you were doing for your turn.
So I'm going to move to here.
Alright, roll another dex save.
Oh, I need to roll it when exiting the flames too? Oh, shit.
It's just
Okay.
from one
Oh,
side
yeah,
of the flame.
because I passed into it and then out of it.
That's what the history was to see if I would remind you or not.
Oh. God damn it.
He's a generous DM. If the dice allow.
Okay. So that one is a 22.
Nice. So on the way out, you realize that it's you got your timing right, and you jump right through 2 sets of flames, basically.
Yeah. And that'll end my turn.
And that nat 20, I'm guessing, is actually into one of its eyes, so it screeched ear-piercingly out of its maw, and you have felt a satisfying as it lost an eye.
Yeah, can I when I do that, can I grab the eye and rip it out
Uh-huh. You actually have it.
and just yes! Tentacle monster eye going into my inventory with the other eyes.
Get those body parts.
Hamilton, it's your turn.
Okay. I'll move up here, a full movement. And since that guy's he's a big chunker, so I think a blunderbuss shouldn't have a hard time hitting him through that.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's damage. Don't look at that one.
Nothing came through on our end here.
Okay.
Oh,
good.
wait. Maybe it did. Yeah, it did. It just took a minute.
Here's the hit roll. 19.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Well, you just want to keep the first one for the damage then?
Ah,
Or
if
do you
you're...
want me to roll again?
No, if you're alright with it.
Yeah, I'll keep it.
Okay.
So, 22. Wait.
Yeah, I don't understand that
No.
either. I think that was if if you were sneaking. Because it says piercing damage 11. Then sneak attack.
Yeah, 'cause it's only a 2d8 plus 2.
You can re-roll it if you want.
Okay.
Because it doesn't.
And it works like the Exandria pistol. It has the explosive round.
Oh, okay. So you have to roll that still too. Then.
So, what?
That one came through as a.
I don't understand why it rolls so many dice when I click on its damage.
Mm-hmm. Are you sneaking? Is that like something you can do in D&D Beyond?
As a rogue, I have sneak options, but I'm not sneaking.
Oh, maybe that's just why. Is if you were being sneaky, that's why.
Unless that's adding in, because it rolls it twice.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
So when
too. That's the crit, I guess, too. It's just like, at least for some of the other rolls that I do and such, it rolls my advantage and disadvantage for me on the spot every time.
Okay.
So I don't have to click on it twice. So that's some of it probably. So it's like, you've got your piercing
Yeah, 'cause
damage,
this-
and if you were sneaking,
yeah, 'cause this
and
does
if you were
piercing
critical,
damage.
and if you had sneaking critical, all in the same go.
So would the total damage just be 13, or would it be
Yeah.
26?
It would be 13. Is the way I would understand that too. Because you'd said 2d8 plus 2, right?
Yeah.
So your total possibility would be 18. So 26 is just not even possible at this moment. So that would just lead me to believe it would be that just the piercing damage part, and then obviously, like you said, the explosive damage too. So 13
So
plus
it'd be
that.
13. Then this is on a successful hit. On a hit, everything within 5 feet of the target must make a dexterity saving throw. DC equals to 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your dexterity modifier. My dexterity modifier is 2. Proficiency bonus. I don't. Proficient. Well, I got that plus. Where the fuck do I see a proficiency bonus with? Oh, with firearms. Yeah, I'm proficient with them. So that's plus 2 to that as well. So it's 8, 10, 12.
12 plus 13. Okay. So,
Well, no, 12 is the DC they have to make to save the explosive damage.
oh, my bad.
Yeah, or suffer a 1d8.
1d8 it is.
Right. 4.
You would think with more tentacles he'd be more dexterous.
Alright.
There we go. And your blast rips
And-
through the fire, striking him, ripping apart one of his tentacles actually, and they fly towards you, Zeph. Just and the flames do an added damage on top of that. That your explosion was striking across the flame.
Does the tentacle fly off at her?
Yeah.
3 body parts. Tentacle
it-
staff.
Does it get cooked as it passes through the fire?
It is charred, but I wouldn't say cooked by any means, unless you like your tentacle bits
Medium rare.
more like charred on the outside and rare on the inside.
Ooh.
Oh, that's called Pittsburgh style.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Seared tentacle.
Yeah.
So then with my bonus action, I'll just reload because it's only a one-shot thing. And that'll be my...
We want to see charred tentacle staff. That's what we want.
I don't have that many hands.
You have so many staffs. How many do you have?
I have my 2 actual staves and then the dick.
Okay. It feels like there's more. Just maybe their names are all.
Well, yeah, I think it's because I had my original staff, but then it broke, and then you mended it, and then it became Radiant, and that's when I changed it to the Staff of Radiant Badassery. And then I was using that, and then I got the dick, and was using the dick, but then when we reached into the Chest of Desires, I got a real staff, the metal one. So now I've been using my Radiant staff that you made for me and the metal staff that I got from the chest, and the dick is now in my backpack. Just
Next
flopping
time,
around.
next time we're in a town or business center, we'll get you to a Skyrim crafting table and we'll enchant your dick for you.
Yes.
Just infuse it onto one of them. Oh my gosh! We need to infuse it to the Staff of Radiant Badassery, cause then when when the radiant damage comes out, it'll come out the top.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Where does the tentacle play into this?
We could wrap it around the metal one. That would actually look really cool.
Is it my turn?
But also, I was gonna pick up the tentacle because I thought, I was thinking of Mime.
Oh, to
Because
eat
I
it?
figured she would probably enjoy eating it.
So the 2 cultists that had stopped, dropped, and rolled start running up the cliff face. There seems to be a slight opening in such. You notice, particularly Zeph, off to your right, and they're still screaming like ah, and tripping over themselves, going up these barely cut steps. They're up the cliff face, and then it's your turn, Thea.
These fuckers are running.
We'll get them. You'll step of the wind at them. Okay.
Figured you'd just run up and burn them.
I would love to. First, I'm gonna thunder wave this sack of tentacles. So I guess I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna stand 10 feet away from it, and I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave at 3rd level, which creates a 15-foot cube away from me of thunder. So hopefully I'm only hitting tentacle arms. That's the goal. And he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is he ignoring you?
Jesus.
I know.
He failed.
You guys are on the ball tonight, apparently, and I am not.
Fuck yeah.
You're rolling really bad.
Yeah.
You had 1 attack and you rolled a 3. So. But my damage roll was bad. So 8 thunder damage. And I assume that he's like secured to the ground somehow. Or no? Because I think the thunder wave will push him if he's not like grounded, but I don't know what his tentacle situation is.
It would push him, yeah.
Okay, he's pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
And that lets out an audible thunderous boom out to 300 feet. Which makes
Big
me
bada
scared.
boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might attract a lot of.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't
shit.
think about that
Yeah.
until I was reading the
Mhm.
last sentence of the spell.
It do happen. We can take care of it.
And Squall's
The
turn.
way we rolling, we good.
Squall, it
Mhm.
is your turn, and one of the other tentacles flies off, just sporadically to the southwest.
Gotcha. All right. I'm gonna take aim at spiky scale tentacles. With where is my? Ah, here it is. All right, Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna aim both beams on him. I'm just gonna roll for both. The first one's a 19.
Yep.
Cool. And the other one's a 24, so I know that one hits.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so damage 10. 17 damage total. And then 40. I'm gonna move 40, but I'm gonna be like up in the air. Probably like 20-ish feet or so.
Okay.
So to have a bird's eye view of the battle, as it were.
Uh,
And then that'll end my turn.
And Pia's the spiky tentacles finally gets a turn. And as it gets pushed out of the gore from your attack there, Thea, you see it does have legs below it, and standing on 4 legs, and the tentacles are coming from, actually, it looks like its back and haunches, and are surrounding its head mostly. And
what the fuck?
Gross.
Calamari.
it just turns to the closest apparent threat and just throwing that one out there so you can see that I'm not making stuff up.
The first one hits.
The second one doesn't look like.
No.
Is it? Wait, who's it attacking right now?
Zeph took a half step forward here to reach out with its, well, more than a half step, basically a full step there forward towards Zeph, and bites towards you with a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
You have to roll a Constitution for me,
Okay.
and this is a disease or poison, so if you have any of those resistances or
Not yet.
and
That's a 17.
oh nice, you're good.
Yes.
That's 12 piercing from that though, and the tentacle whips down over your head as it's biting onto you. Oh. Every 24 hours that elapse, that you must repeat the saving throw.
That's if I am.
Yeah. Wow.
24 hours.
Right. Till the disease is cured, reducing its typical. Oh yeah. Jesus. Thank God I made that save.
Is
That's
there
a monster disease.
is there like STDs and stuff in D&D?
Yeah.
Do they have like
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrifying.
And
You answered so fast, Josh, like you've been researching it or something.
Well, in this campaign,
yeah,
well,
not
maybe
so
not
much.
this one, but the other one.
Yeah, definitely for the other one, I was down that rabbit hole. And could you roll another Constitution saving throw for me, Zeph?
Yes.
Oh, I see. It actually you need to be rolling a. I didn't realize entirely what that was because it doesn't give me a description of that until I send it to chat. Um,
Oh yeah, because I'm not. Am I grappled by it?
no, it's going to reach out and try
Okay.
to though with which would require a strength versus dexterity in my opinion. I know there's another way to do it, but that's just my brain off the top of my head. Because it's like trying to slither its tentacle around you and you're trying to not be. So it's a 22. Though that was a save, I should roll a check. It would be basically the same thing, a d20 plus the modifier.
Okay. That's a 9.
So you were grappled, and then that's what would happen. If you, so roll a constitution.
Okay. $15.
Nice, just beat it. And basically you're getting bitten by this thing and grappled from it from that side, I guess. And as it tries to slam you on the ground, it misjudges just because it's in pain and still kind of flopping about in its own blood and ichor from whenever it's missing its tentacles. And then it's Frederick's turn.
How much damage did I take from it?
That was
Biting
12.
me. Okay.
Am I in range here?
You were in range of its tentacles there. If you took one more square forward, that would be the main body.
I'm gonna aim for the main body with my mace. $20. That does a 7. Oh wait.
What am I waiting for? Because that hits. That would be 7 damage.
Yeah. When you hit a melee attack, you can expend 1 spell slot to deal 2d8 of extra radiant damage to one target, plus 1d8 for each spell slot. Okay. I'm gonna expend a first level spell slot to add a 2d8 to that hit.
Oh, okay.
So that does an extra 7 damage.
That's a death kill if you want to describe it.
I just came running up as fast as I can and just like took the biggest baseball swing I could with my mace. Just into center mass.
And then as the... I'm not entirely sure what that is with the... Oh, that's with the gauntlet, isn't it? That you're reading from then?
No, I used Divine Smite.
Oh, so it was a spell.
Yeah, I use a spell slot to basically just add more damage.
Because I was guessing to, just by the way you were describing it, and it being with the mace, you would invoke the name of Helm and, in the name of Helm, begone demon, kind of deal. And as you're striking it, you hit it, you feel your mace sink true, and then the radiant damage spreads across it in this gold lighting across the back of it, and then your mace sinks deeper into the center of it, presumably striking around where its heart is, and it just drops dead with its tentacles and everything stop their flailing. They're kind of wiggling around a little bit, but with barely a mind of their own, just as if a snake would with its head cut off.
Cool.
And
My asshole human.
You guys see, or rather, Zeph sees probably Frederick now, but most others just hear the two other cult fanatics above die in as their shrieking ends. And
Oh, they die.
I'm trying to read through a cat. Always exactly right where I need you not to be.
Look at my asshole, human.
Yeah.
You were done with your turn,
So-
correct, Frederick? Just confirming. Maybe.
Georgie.
It's normal.
Is he rubbing one out again?
Forfeits his turn.
Okay.
Gotta go release some energy.
Oh yeah.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Not what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just confirming that with my rolls here that I wasn't overstepping. Oh,
Who are these
technically I
against?
am. You're seeing it from your side. That's what I was just checking to make sure you were done with your turn. But you and Zeph are both seeing at least one of these cultists die. Oops.
Okay. So are those what the crossbows are against them?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Can I see what killed it? Or do I just see it drop dead?
For this particular second, you see the one drop dead, but as you're kind of questioning that, you see two shadowy figures. I'm gonna see if I can. Can you actually see? Because I don't think I changed their. I didn't know if you'd get past that. Honestly, that was a.
Yeah, I mean, I can see just the corner of this one, and then I can pretty much fully see this one.
That's what I thought. Yeah, you guys annihilated that one. There we go. You see two shadowy figures step down the steps that the cultists were trying to walk up. Both of them walking languidly, so slowly up to the first one, the corpse, and the second one, the still living, badly burned cultist, and just staring them down of these dark figures. And it is Zeph's turn again. Because it is.
Well, this is
still
probably
not-
really fucking stupid, but 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh no.
We're gonna run the 35 feet up here and beat on this cultist with. I'm gonna use my radiant staff. The 19 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
That's 4 regular damage and 9 radiant.
Death kill if you want to describe it.
I'll let you describe it.
Having just dodged an arrow, he turns around his head just slightly to see you coming up to him. You sweep the leg and just pound your staff into his chest, and you see his arms and legs go up like presumably having stopped his heart.
Fuck yeah. And then I'm going to look up at the shadowy figure. And I'm gonna try and talk to them. What do I see? Yeah.
See an ebony-skinned individual, only recognizable skin being just around their mouth and chin area. The rest of them is clad head to toe in some...
These fucking ninjas.
sort of cloth and armor, and you recognize them as the dark elven brothers of the subsurface to the above ground brethren that you're used to. Dark elves.
Do I do I know if they speak common? Like as Zeph. I, as a player, I believe Drow only speak Undercommon, but do I, as Zeph, know that they don't speak Common?
You could roll a history check.
Oh wow. Oh wow. That's a 15.
You're pretty sure that they do not speak your language.
I'm going. Let me see how I can do this. So that was 30. So I still have 15 feet of movement. I'm gonna kind of look up at the drow and kind of like nod appreciatively as like well as I can to try and get my point across. And I am going to say like thanks for the help, even though I'm almost positive they can't understand me. And I'm gonna move 15 feet back down.
Okay.
And that'll end my turn. I'm also going to let Thea Hamilton and Squall know that there's 3 drow up here at the top of this cliff. One of them just killed the other cultist. I don't know if anybody knows how to speak to them. From my understanding, they don't know Common. I'm not sure if anybody knows how to speak to them or not.
You're pretty sure they know Elvish as well.
I know Elvish.
What do they know?
As far as I know, Drow know Elvish and Undercommon.
I moved you back,
know
Frederick.
any of those. Are we perceiving these people as a threat?
I'm not sure. They just killed a cultist. So, I mean, I don't know.
If they're an enemy to the cultists, then they're probably our friend.
Unless we're just both in their territory.
Right.
So, as you've moved back, the one farthest from you walks down the center, stands front and center, and says something you don't understand in Elvish.
What language? I know Elvish.
From your distance, I would say roll a perception.
In what language?
Elvish.
21.
Nice.
I want to say 17, but I don't know. My dice got like stuck on the side of the screen and it didn't do anything. Yeah, 17.
You also had a plus 7, and Thea's got a plus 8. You guys are percept as fuck. You
Get them good eyeballs.
catch that basically pretty much everything that they had said, which is Leave this place and we shan't follow. And
We're
they're
still in combat.
you are in the initiative you are currently because I don't know if you're in combat.
Okay, so I can't move closer.
No, not currently. He didn't make any other threatening moves besides what he had said, and readied a crossbow that he's holding basically, and it is Hamilton's turn.
Want to move forward a little.
Don't walk threateningly toward them. Over.
Yes.
Guys, does anybody know what he said?
Mm-mm.
He does not want us. They do not want us here. That is clear. I don't know what they're doing here, but we should probably just move along.
I will say in Elvish, we are not your enemies. We are here for the same reason you are.
You wish to murder the rest of the inhabitants of the fissure for your gain? Ha! I doubt it.
We are here to seal the fissure and make peace among the land.
Seal the fissure. Wrong words. He just readies his bow, aiming it, crossbow, aiming it directly at your face, basically.
Huh.
I'm just gonna be like, what did you say?
I'm gonna tell everyone like, I tried to talk him down, but now I guess we gotta kill him.
Ah, shit.
And
Well,
what did the chopsticks do again?
Nunchucks, as far as you know.
Yeah.
Beyond that, you do not know. When you clicked them together, they became nunchucks.
Okay.
Well, Thea, looks like you get to burn them too.
I'll be like, well, and I will have a bonus action, cunning action. You can take a bonus action each one of your turns to dash, disengage, or hide. So I'm a dash back.
Okay. You haven't taken an action technically either. Just wanted to say that before you did move. You walk.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Thea?
Just hats off, just so I'm clear, we are trying to seal the fissure, right?
I mean, we were, I technically, I guess, we just were trying to get down in there and see what the fuck it even is going
I think
on
we
with
were
it.
we were investigating the fissure, and then we were going to make a judgment call on what would be the best thing to do with the fissure.
I've been playing too much Fallout.
it's okay.
Nuke the fissure! Nuke the
Yeah.
fissure! Rise the queen!
Well, yeah, you're not wrong. I think we want, if we decide it's bad news, we're probably going to want to do something about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to, I guess, take a couple steps forward and just yell in Elvish across this pile of goop and be like, we're not your enemy. We don't mean you any harm. We'll continue on our way and we'll leave you to whatever it is that you're doing here. And I'm going to use the rest of my movement to walk this way.
Persuasion for me.
Okay. Not my best skill, but here we go. Five. My charisma is not what it once was when I was playing as Solus.
You do not see a change in the dark elf as you walking that way. that you're still having the crossbow readied and facing directly in Hamilton's face. It is Squall's
Okay,
turn.
Gotcha. Well.
To be fair, on the charisma front, most of
be
your
fair.
friends are trees.
I know. Speaking wasn't really something I did until I met you guys. So
I need to refresh.
The whole socializing thing's kind of new.
Yeah. Alright, I don't. They're not supposed to be drow on the. Hang on. Am I just not?
No,
Oh, there are.
Drow are dark elf, my friend.
So they're technically invisible right now? Because I don't see any on my screen.
Right, because you're not close enough.
Yeah, they're pretty far away. You can see the edge of leg of Zeph right now.
Yeah.
They're beyond that,
Alright, I'm gonna move up.
which is 5,
It's right
10,
here.
15, 20. Oh, there you go. You're going to be able to see everything there.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Yeah, you get one more move if you were going for 60.
No, I'm gonna get right here because basically I don't want to attack, but like I want to show like
Your
basically
presence.
my presence and then like a show of force. Like I want to have like the crackling energy of the Eldritch Blast, like in my like in my claw or hand or whatever. And I want to look at like the drow that's aimed at Hamilton, and regardless of like if I know he can understand me or not, I'm going to say like we're not your enemy. Think about this carefully. Let's talk this out. But
In what
if-
language?
I'm gonna say it in common, but I want I want to present my body language as like basically like as an not as an intimidating force, but like I
Standoffish.
am ready to show force if you are going to bring it out. Like I just want to show that I'm at the ready to shoot this at you if something like if you choose violence, I'm choosing violence.
violent body language.
Yeah.
He glances over at you, and you're of your beginning phase of your Eldritch Blast there, and doesn't seem to shift his stance, but also is not. I mean, he's not moving forward. Obviously, he walked right in front and center as his friends are kind of grabbing the corpses behind him, basically.
Okay. I'm not going to attack, but like I just want him to understand that like we're in a Mexican standoff, essentially. Whatever the D&D equivalent is.
And then it would be Frederick's turn.
So, quick question. So, we're not gonna be the first ones to attack?
We don't know like what the hell like
Well, that changes what I'm going to do here, or what I'm trying to do.
You also know from this angle that the fissure continues to go down in the northern and the eastern directions, and the lava is out in that direction. To your westerly direction, so your left, the cliff face rises up back.
So wait, to where I'm facing now?
Is down towards the heart of the fissure, and that is going now you're turned left, and that is up to the top of the face of the cliffs.
Oh, so these guys are above us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That changes my plan. 5, 10, 15, 20. Bonus. I need to read my thing. I activate my shield to be like an actual shield. And I for my action I yell, "Helm will smite thee if thou don't stand down in primordial." This is an temptation.
Oh, okay. You can roll that.
6. What the fuck?
They seem unwavered by your shouting and jesting. The two in the back drag the bodies up the cliff face. Oops, I thought I grabbed them all. There we go. And out of your view, off to the either side. And then it's Zeph's turn.
Alright,
With the one lone drow standing in the center with his readied crossbow.
so just so I have my directions and stuff correct, the direction that they are coming from is not the fissure.
You were in the fissure, but it is not the lower portions of the fissure that they just moved towards. Correct. They've moved up
Okay.
the cliff face.
Okay. Then I am going to in a like diagonal and then over motion. I'm gonna move right here over to Thea. But I'm gonna do it like I'm gonna walk like backwards and kind of try to just keep my eyes on them the entire time until I lose sight of them.
And the center drow holds steady, not pulling the trigger, but not keeping just on Hamilton now, but scaling towards the closest threat of Frederick. And it is Hamilton's turn, but still not pulling the bow and not saying anything else.
So in Elvish, I'll say, okay, so we got off on the wrong foot here. My apologies. We mean you no harm. We are just investigating this fissure.
What you had said before contradicts what you're saying now. The fissure is our way to the above-ground worlds. It has only expanded from its original size, which is beneficial to us.
So, with my backstory that we've bit,
Mm-hmm.
would I recognize these drow? Do they have any markings that would be familiar to me in my
History.
high elf society I came from?
History, if you don't mind.
Oh,
I didn't know you were high elf.
I'm half elf.
Half elf. High elf?
So if you're a half high elf, does that just make you like a medium elf?
So,
No, I'm a buzzed elf.
with
Heck yeah.
your 19, you don't recognize any of their particular markings because they aren't dark elf from the region where you are from. However, you do know quite a lot about dark elves considering your past and your want to elude your past. You had considered at one point joining the dark elves and had thrown out the idea as a terrible idea because they are ruled by a female class that punish male and are all males are subservient to them as well in a slave type way.
Oh damn. Sign me up.
It's new.
Mm-hmm.
And this in front of you is definitely a male. So you know he is not in charge of the situation. He is just fulfilling orders of some sort.
May I ask who is the one that sent you?
You may not.
Oh, straight from the bottle. Get it, girl. Why do we pose such a threat to you in closing this fissure?
We utilize the exits and entrances from the Underdark to the surface in our... not only in our free time, but also for resources that we do not have. And the more of those there are, and the more likely that the above ground would inhabit those spaces, the more likely we are to find the resources we wish. So it is a profitable venture for the entrances into the Underdark to be expounded upon, as most will not enter. You are getting more information than you would likely, 'cause I'm in an amicable mood.
So then let's strike a bargain. We continue on our way, investigating the fissure. If we feel it is detrimental to our environment and our world, we will partially close to keep you still access to our world for resources. But if it is detrimental to our world, we have no option but to.
He seems to be mulling over a decision that he hasn't been ready for this day, and
As I see his confused look as he's thinking of it, because if this fissure were to engulf our world and destroy it, you would have no resource to gain from it.
roll persuasion with advantage.
Oh, buddy, get it.
Fuck.
So it would be 25.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do the advantage thing, so I just roll it twice.
That works. You can right click on it and it'll ask you whether or not you want to do it with advantage or disadvantage. So as he's mulling it over, you bombard him with that, and he just kind of shakes his head and he goes, Fine, fine. Just leave this place.
Aye. And as we said, we will show no harm to you if you show none to.
Yes, aye.
And I'll slowly turn towards Thea, because that's the down into the fissure. Like up here, going down into it.
Yes, I think
Okay.
so.
And you notice some steps earlier to your...
Well, so this is going down.
Ye- So this is still going down. North is still going down. Correct. It just looks more possibly sheer that way, and the only steps, relatively speaking, are that you've seen are to your right so far. And combat is ended otherwise than that drow that is standing there with its crossbow loosely held now, not as intensely, but still standing there.
So there are steps somewhere?
Yes. Down.
Here?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You'd see, when you're looking that way, you're looking over a 10 or so foot cliff, Thea and Zeph.
So we're skedaddling out of here. That's
We're going to continue on our way and exploring. Yeah.
here.
So you said this just
Continue-
looks like a cliff here?
Correct. And where you're standing exactly, you're seeing an even deeper drop of 20 feet or so into a pool of lava at that exact
Okay.
point.
But over here, yeah, where Thea's at. Step.
But we should continue being quiet just in case there's dragons around, even though we already made a ton of noise.
Yeah.
At that note of thing, you guys see a deep, dark shadow pass over you.
Ah, shit.
I'm gonna
Quickly.
freeze in place.
Quickly. It just...
Oh, okay.
And it's gone.
Yep.
Which direction did it go?
It was west to east in a circular motion, almost as if it were circling north.
You say that and you pet that cat maniacally. I have a bad feeling.
So it went over towards this direction that we're headed towards now.
Yes, correct.
All my dice just spilled.
Oh,
Be right
Oh,
back.
Worst feeling. Unless it was intentional, you know.
Unless all of them landed on a nat 20.
Yeah. Then do all the things right now.
Even the D6s, nat 20.
None of them are a 20, so carry on, everyone.
So you
I'm just
descend
gonna-
deeper into the fissure, and the night deepens, and the boulders off to your right and left are shallower, but most of this so far fissure looks as if it were carved into the rock by passing lava that has cooled it. But as you're looking to your left after descending these last couple steps, you see a smoldering rock and ash to your left or north.
And that's what this terrain is.
Yes.
That's what I was just gonna ask about too. I am going to kind of do what we did last time, and I'm gonna move up to this rock and get to like here and kind of like peek over and try and see if I can see anything.
You're
Just
looking
trying to be
down again, and you notice another set of easily accessible carved into a cliff face stairs that descend deeper, but aren't as ashen or molten as the other direction was, which also descended down, but more gradually.
I am going to relay that over the torques.
You going that way?
Path to the-
I would think so, cause I don't know about you guys, but the ash tree lava way doesn't
Doesn't
sit
sound-
right with me.
Yeah.
Not a fan of lava.
I'm gonna awkwardly touch Zeph on the shoulder and cast Cure Wounds
Oh,
while
thank
we're
you.
having that conversation. Just like one of those pats, but like someone that clearly is
As I'm
uncomfortable.
saying, like, I don't think we should take the ashy road. I just imagine Thea just walking up and, like, just slowly patting Zeph's shoulder and, like, nodding along. Yep.
Correct. For 12.
Oh, thanks.
Well, that's the least I can do after I damaged you 19. So we're even now, I think. That's how math works.
Alright, I guess down the stairs.
Yeah.
As you descend down, you see a pit in front of you that is deeper and darker than the night that surrounds you, and you have no idea how far down it goes.
Bit of despair.
I say we take the ashy road.
Creepy. Should we like throw something down here first, just for science?
Yeah, is there like a rock or something on the ground by me that I could pick up easily?
There are some small pebbles, yes.
I'm gonna pick one up and throw it down and just kind of count as it's falling.
You hear it go over the edge, and it doesn't make it very far down before it starts to skitter across the surface, but then ever so slightly later you hear it in a very light echo, probably about a good solid minute later, as if it had finally reached the bottom.
It's like a big slide down there, guys.
Got some light or something?
Light a
I don't
torch and
know.
throw it down.
Can you throw some
Yeah.
fire down there?
Is this the
Yeah.
first D&D campaign in existence and no one has dark vision?
I have dark vision.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
I have something.
I'm gonna
This is
say this.
advanced darkness.
I'm gonna say this just to piss off Ike. Thea, what do your elf eyes see?
That's racist.
Oh yeah, I have dark vision.
I'm just double checking. Yeah, I do. But I don't know what kind of darkness this is.
As you
If
both
this is regular darkness or like
peer into it, you are aware this is not regular darkness.
yeah.
This is magic.
It is darkness.
Alright.
The darkness.
I'll cast Produce Flame and just hurl some fire into there. And there's a 10-foot. Let me look. There's 10-foot light around that fire.
Spicy darkness.
Yeah.
Why is it spicy?
Where are you aiming? It is key to this element here.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna try and like lob it so that it goes like in the middle and down. Like I don't want to hit the edge. I want it to like float.
Where's the middle in your eyes? Because it
Right
is a
here.
really weird shape. Okay. It goes down, and as soon as it reaches to that point right before it would be inside of it, you see it wink out. But not in its... You can still hear it, which is weird. You can hear it still going... until it reaches a certain point and just whiffs out.
Okay, guys. There's definitely some magical properties to this darkness because, you know, in my experience, I can see in dark and dim light, and that doesn't usually happen. So there's got to be something magical going on here. So I don't know if we want to just jump into a magical hole.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody could fly down and check it out, fly back up.
I could. How?
Yeah, but if he can't see now,
Yeah. Yeah, like it's and it like is that even like is that even like, I guess maybe the center like is that wide enough for me to like comfortably like flutter down gently?
Oh yeah, especially
Oh,
towards
yeah, it
that part
looks it.
where Thea had aimed, which is the widest part in the opening.
yeah, that's like
It's about-
like 20 feet.
Yeah.
I got a question. Could Squall do like the Assassin's Creed dive and then use his wings as like a makeshift parachute to like stop him before he hits the ground?
Mm-hmm. Which is what I was talking about earlier, is that gliding.
Yeah, like oh, I hate this so much. I guess I could fly straight up if I needed to.
Seemed like a great idea, but
Oh,
They always seem like great
Yeah.
ideas.
they always seem like great ideas.
yep. I can give you
Boy.
guidance. I don't know if that'll help you with anything.
Yeah, just in case. Like this could suck.
Word touch.
All right, I'm gonna light a torch, and then I guess I'm just gonna like slowly just descend and see what situation's going on, and like I'll relay whatever over the torque. So while that's happening, I'm gonna roll up another character just in case. So
Shit.
Squall gets lost to the ether.
Oh goddamn.
yeah, so as Josh is saying it, just perceive it as Squall saying it.
Roll a stealth for
Oh,
me.
God, already?
Yeah.
You have guidance for whatever. I don't know if you want to use it on stealth or if there's something bigger at the bottom.
I'll see if there's something bigger. Is that plus 10 to my stealth still active or?
No.
It
that's
was
gone.
just added, I thought. Or does that guidance not work? Because I thought it was a cantrip. I thought you just sent it to chat. I thought you were casting it.
He's talking about Pass Without a Trace, which
Yeah.
ended because it was concentration, so that's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Flashback
Okay.
proficiency.
What?
Flashback.
Hmm.
Yeah, you do have
Gab,
that.
you should get that cough looked at.
I know.
That fever.
Do you remember the prompt, or do you need me to recant it for you here?
I don't remember the prompt.
A time in your childhood you used your imagination to play.
Oh, for the story, yeah. I didn't. Yeah. All right.
Let's die.
All right. Before I go into this, I'm just. So a time.
Do you stare off into the distance before you go into this hole and have a flashback?
Yeah,
Give a
or I,
vision.
I stare into the hole and just remember.
Your childhood. Your life starts flashing before your eyes.
Yeah. Well, the prompt is using my imagination to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is this not fun to you?
no, it's not. Cave diving is not fun, especially for anyone who has wings. It's not fun.
Sorry. I just say. One second.
They're good. I like I. This situation doesn't remind me of childhood fun and imagination.
Maybe
Like-
you're trying
I
to
was-
use those memories to scare away the evils.
Yeah, I mean,
I just brought it up because.
Yeah. Yeah.
no, I get that. I get that. It's just there's not going to be any treasure at the bottom of this, like when I was a kid and thinking about doing this stupid stuff.
But maybe there.
So-
Think of
maybe,
Father Donahue.
Oh God, I'm gonna fly away from this whole situation.
but maybe there is, and that's what you're using your imagination to distract you from now. Like, you're imagining it being the kid that was going on that treasure hunt or something like that.
Yeah, it's possible.
But I need to hear the story of
Oh,
Squall
you need to.
of
need to hear the
Squall
story.
in his youth with his.
Imagination
Mm-hmm.
diving into a black cavernous hole.
It doesn't have to be a black cavernous hole.
I can't help what I physically see.
You can.
Like,
That's what your imagination is for.
Oh, my imagination has shit its bed in fear of going into a black cavernous hole. So, oi, and now it just doesn't feel authentic when I bring up the story. Now I feel like I'm forcing it. Hey guys, I'm about to go into this deep ass scary hole, but you know what? As a kid, we used to do this for fun and pretend there was treasure down there. Except Mr. The Birdbeak's boy hit a rock on the way down, broke his wing, and he fell and died. Doesn't really seem to bring out the whole thing. So,
I wish there were some other way for me to say, like, roll a constitution or to see if you're just scared the fuck away or not. Because if that was the story, I'm cool with that if you want to use that as your initiative. Or your
I'll use that
inspiration.
yeah, I will use that as my
So-
inspiration. A terrifying campfire tale about cave diving and the possibilities it's not worth dying for treasure.
I just need to remember
Alright.
what Mister's name was. Mister what?
It was Mr. Birdbeak's boy.
Mr. Bird Beats Boy. Okay.
Yeah, so. Alright, I'm gonna eat a piece of bread, light my torch, fly down.
You have that
Slowly.
inspiration die, by the way, if you want to add it to that stealth.
No, we'll just keep that going. Yeah, we'll just keep that going.
And guidance.
And I have guidance. Alright, so I'm about as prepared as I possibly can be.
What was the
So,
roll in the guidance there?
oh, no, guidance does not let me,
You
Do
add
something-
D4
yeah,
to a roll.
So what was the D4? That's what
I haven't used it yet. She's just saying I got it. So between her D4,
which I don't see. That's what I was asking about.
I think he rolls it.
yeah, I'll roll it when I use it. She just casted it on me. So I think he's asking maybe you to cast it into.
No,
No, she's cast
he
it.
already
Ah.
casted it.
Yeah, so I have guidance. So
Right.
she casted it. I have it. So I have a D4 basically in my back pocket to use
Oh, yeah.
when I
Yeah.
need it, on top of the inspiration. So I've got a full
Yeah, so
belly,
you're
a lit
set. You're
torch.
good.
Yeah, I'm about as prepared as I can for this, other than having a new. This shouldn't be that bad.
Character.
I tried racing a red dragon. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. If I was gonna die, I was gonna die racing the dragon.
Sounds like
Logic.
Yeah. Alright. We're good to go.
Okay.
I'm gonna start my descent.
Um.
In the madness or into the hole?
Well,
We could
Good,
just
no,
call the
I-
whole madness, and then we wouldn't have to decide.
no, we're good. Yeah, like I've given my story. I've pepped myself up racing a dragon. We'll do this. So
Hold on.
Evan, what you want yourself to be?
watch. It's just really dark, and it's only like a 10-foot drop. I'm calling it right now.
Wait.
It's just dark and we can't see.
Wait, but Josh had asked you to roll a stealth and you only got a 7. So is that like, are you not using your guidance or your inspiration?
I will use my guidance. I will add a D4 to it.
I'm going to use a spell slot to cast Sanctuary on him.
Ooh, what does that do?
It should have showed it.
Ooh, Sanctuary, Aberration. Oh, here it is.
Against attack.
Ooh.
And I'm going to spend another spell slot to do this on him.
Oh yeah, I like Shield
You
of
just
Faith.
make him invincible.
Dude, Frederick with that save.
Okay, I guess it did. show
Yeah,
up.
it did. It go. All right, cool. So now I got a plus. Okay, let's. All right, yeah, we're good. All right, cool. Let me roll this D4 to add to that stealth. Come on, no whammy. I got the whammy. So 8. We're rocking a solid 8 stealth. But with everything there, let's do this.
Into the darkness you go. And roll a strength saving throw.
Bruh. Damn it. I have a +0 to my strength. Another 8!
But you could use your inspiration.
I wish I could make. I can't make things visible after I've rolled them, which is unfortunate, because I was rolling them as you rolled that 8. I'll just make it visible. So, because I think that I need to double check this part here real quick before I preempt myself again. Where'd that go? Oh, okay. Okay, yep, that's what I thought it was. Okay, so
I don't like the way you said that, Josh.
as you
Holy fuck.
Oh, bruh.
lower yourself into the pit,
Oh no. This is my personal worst nightmare.
Oh.
3
Thank you. Thank you
Georgie's
again,
butthole
Frederick.
just got so tight.
We're all
I
clenching
don't know
for you.
if this makes it
Entangle
worse or
alteration.
less bad, Georgie, but they are spider people, not just spiders.
How many
Oh,
eyes do they have?
large spider
Baharash
people.
would
They still
totally be
have
into this.
two eyes, but the top halves of them are Drow-esque, and they have an additional 2 arms because of such. They are
Do they
basically
make that? Never mind. Nope. Just good.
It's basically Nobunaga, right?
yeah.
Oh, Baharash.
Baharash's kids.
Right? Oh!
And
They're not dragonborn, so it's okay.
you had gotten a 9. It was 8 for that strength saving throw. So you were currently in midair, entangled in the middle of this pit. And everyone roll initiative.
Diddle, 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 doo.
It is also 9:41, and these guys are tough. Just as a touch base for everyone.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that. That's gonna take me a hot minute to process. Wait, so like, when you say
You're
I'm
a fly
entangled,
in their web.
yeah, now like, did I descend and get entangled, or did they shoot a web, entangle me? Because if they've tangled up my wings, wouldn't I fall all the way to the bottom of this?
Or did you just, as you were flying down, get stuck in a web that was already there
And
across the crevice?
they shot more across your wings, basically holding you in place.
So I'm just suspended in air,
Mm-hmm.
webbed.
In pitch black
Oh,
darkness.
Pitch black darkness has receded to some degree. It is still nighttime, though, so it is still very dark in this area, but you can, once you had entered into it, you couldn't see anything. You couldn't even see your friends at first, after it had covered your head. Because there was
did my torch light anything?
It was a solid layer
Oh, weird.
of blackness, of nothingness.
Oh, weird.
And then as soon as the webs were fired across you, you could see your friends again, and now you could see the driders.
Ambush.
Yep.
Okay. Tune in next time for Antipolis Z.
Where we continue to shit our
Aleopolis.
pants.
Not Manipolis.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that happens. Especially when I make them all very similar like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of the drowned Baharash still. The spider people. I'm like,
No. We're completely fucked. We're completely fucked.
no joke, I may roll another character by the time we get back to this.
You have 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Hopefully your friends just pitch in enough, you know? Maybe, also the 3 friends that are sleeping back in, including maybe Gunther, maybe 4, that are...
Or do we see, like, do we know what's going on? Do we hear and see that he's suspended in the air?
Oh yeah, you
What do
do
we
now.
know?
You do now. As soon as that had happened, basically, so when you look down into the pit, you do see these spidery arms coming out and the squall suspended in them, covered in web now. The darkness has receded. It's a
We're gonna
conscious...
scream up and be like, this was a bad fucking idea!
No consequence, don't want no consequence following me right now.
Hell yeah.
We all
Oh,
just
shit.
leave.
Hell yeah.
Just eat squall. He is our sacrifice, you're welcome.
Mm.
Shia and me may come back and we're like, we don't know a squall. We never met a squall.
What's a
Who's
squall?
that?
Do you
Oh,
a
we have a
drink?
fried chicken tonight?
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Mm.
But yeah, I sent the spell that I was talking about too with the darkness. It's a particular Dro or Drider spell that they have.
Ah, yes, magical darkness.
Mhm. Yeah, so I didn't expect anyone to be interested in the hole. I figured everybody would be like looking at the hole and going, fuck that noise.
That was my first reaction.
You were wrong.
I
You
was
were
so
wrong.
But
Yeah,
At
I
least
wasn't
you
gonna
should-
go in it.
I should have realized it's a hole. Everyone wants to go in a hole.
Right.
Baharash did
Mm-hmm.
successfully.
Is that a warm and squishy hole?
I would very much like to point out that I am very proud of myself and Thea because it was an unknown situation that neither of us were like, let's fucking go.
Oh, you mean with the
If it-
Dro up top?
with the fucking
With the hole.
hole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're proud. They're proud of themselves because they didn't like do a cannonball into the darkness.
If I could see into that thing, I think it would have been a different story. But
That's fair.
I was gonna let Squall do it.
Oh, I should have just Eldritch Blast the whole hole and then went down. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, wait. Did my flame not destroy any of the web?
They had been fast enough to reproduce it as Squall
Okay.
slowly descended into it.
When he had his flashback, they were building a web.
Mm-hmm.
They could sense my fear.
I was presuming that you were going to use the since it was a use it or lose it situation with the inspiration. Yeah, thank you. That the stealth was going to be added to it, and you were going to be able to stealth past the web. Basically, is what I was imagining.
I honestly would have to feel like in this entire situation,
Yeah.
there was probably nothing that would. There was no. Either I was gonna make it down and be like, "Oh yeah, guys, it's totally cool down here," and then someone else would just be in this situation that I'm in. So
Also true.
yeah, so I figured like, oh, well, I'll save this in case, there's something creepy down here or something,
Yeah, that's fair.
So, but it's all good. So I'm not afraid of losing characters. But I'm also I got some crafty ideas already.
Oh, that's good.
So, oh yeah.
I think we'll be good.
Oh yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Squall's not going down this easy.
No. No, not at all. Like I
You
said.
almost got abducted by a kraken, didn't you? And you
Yeah.
lived to survive that.
The gargoyles?
No,
And
the
giant squid.
yeah, the attack to Dune right before. I think the squid happened either right before or right after the first encounter with the gargoyles.
Yeah.
And then I think I got captured by the Kraken because I think I was flying over it. My flying seems to get me into more trouble than anything. It's supposed to not get me in trouble.
That's the truth about freedom, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, anyone got any plans? Do anything
Not-
about this?
My plan is not to die.
Fire? Is that a plan?
My stuff does not protect him against fire. Well, well, hold on.
Fire.
What? Huh?
Fire.
I would rather you guys kill me than burn my wings.
Well,
They take so
not-
long to grow back.
if it's
Like
not
the
like-
feathers.
an area of effect thing like fireball, like a firebolt might work.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna throw a fire directly into this web and let him fall to his death. I mean, just controlled flames.
Can we see the spiders from our locations?
You can see them poking out of what would have been presumably where they were kind of hiding under the cliff face. So yes.
Do you guys ever see
And
the
there are three
cartoons
of them.
like the birds? They'll lose all their feathers and they have that fleshy arm thing where the feathers were.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys burn my feathers and I'm forced to walk, I will just rub your faces with my fleshy wing appendage things.
I think he's trying to encourage you to kill him.
Your little chicken wing nubs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but what if you get lucky and like we blow your feathers off like Foghorn Leghorn? Just make sure all your feathers are numbered.
That would be
And
worse.
just pop them back in.
Yeah.
My walking ability is atrocious, and my
How-
stamina for walking is
Thea
even
could
worse.
probably druid craft you some new feathers.
How much health do you think each of these things
One
have?
feather.
Yeah.
You'll be like Toothless in How to Train Your Dragon. We'll just make you a paper wing.
How many... No.
They're also on a
Which-
cliff face and hanging vertically. I know you were
Yeah,
asking
how
about
fact.
health points, but
Oh, should I use my last spell slot?
I think we should wait.
yeah, I
I think
figured.
we should just call it and wait for everybody else to catch up to us, or
Mm-hmm.
We should remember.
Damn, we're in a tight spot.
Yeah, we should remember the like protective magic that Frederick used, though.
It's in the chat.
Just-
I will put
That's
it
gonna be
on.
important.
I'll put a little emoticon thing, status effect icon. Which one was it?
They're gonna struggle to attack him, at least at first.
Oh yeah, that's why I knew the entangle wasn't quite an attack necessarily. But sanctuary. That's what
Maybe
it's called.
I'll entangle them.
Mm.
Kidding, I don't have that equipped. Never mind.
I put a big
That would be fun.
nope on Squall. One bonus action, 1 minute. Doesn't show up quite as good, but I put it as the last thing that we have in chat, at least, too, for the sanctuary. It's definitely a good note, though.
Sweet.
So, yeah. Guys
Heck yeah.
poked your heads in a hole and found some dryder.
Not all we did.
It is not.
I think Squall poked more than his head down in that hole.
Mm.
He's got a turtle head poking right now.
Yeah. That's fair. Ooh.
Unrelated, but Gab and or anyone else, are you excited for the Legend of Vox Machina
Yes.
animated show?
Mhm.
Yes. Me and Ike are both very excited.
Where's it coming out?
Amazon.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't have Prime yet, so I feel like I'm gonna get Prime just because I want to see it.
Do
That comes out. It comes out in what? 3 days? 4 days?
on Thursday.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
how do you not have Prime? A grand and wonderful thank you for those who took the time and made it here, to the end of the episode, where I know sometimes we are long-winded and others we are just dead silent. I don't know what to tell you. This is raw here, folks. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can help support us just by listening. But you can also provide even more support, if you like, by going to Anchor FM page and following the support link there. If you do so, I will personally work in an NPC or an idea, whatever you'd like to hear played out, If you want, you can get a hold of us through one of our many options, including voice messages on Anchor FM, or DM to our Twitter, or any other social media that you can find us, YouTube, etc. You can share your ideas, otherwise listen for the shout out and thank you for making it through.